Welcome into the TechHub.training Excel Transform Your Data challenge solution. This video is the solution to a challenge from TechHub.training. This video provides a step-by-step walkthrough for the Protect Your Data challenge with the use of a variety of string functions. We cover the use of left, right, replace, find, mid, and length functions in this beginner challenge. Let's jump into the data. On the left here, we have the original data that you provided, and on the right is the columns that you were tasked to fill out with this data. The first task was to parse this employee name into a first and last name column. To do so, the last name was pretty straightforward. You use the left function because that starts from the furthest left of the string and goes for as many characters as you tell it to. The problem is that each last name is a different length. So what you do is you find the common character, such as this comma or space in between the two names, and you tell the formula to go until it finds this character, and to do that you use the find function. The find is a nice formula that says find with this text, this character, so the comma, within this text. And so this whole thing is saying, starting from the left of this cell, go until you see the comma. And then the -1 is just to say don't include the comma. And that gets you the last name. The first name was a bit trickier because you have to start from the right, and you can't just use the find comma because that counts from the beginning, not the end. And so you use length minus find because that takes the entire length of the total number of characters in the string and subtracts everything from the comma forward. And so this is saying find the total number of characters minus everything here, which just leaves the first name. Next, you were tasked with extracting the birth year from this birth date. That was pretty straightforward. You just take the right. Each year is 4 characters long, so you can just say take 4, and that's it. You're then tasked to use the replace function or formula to replace the first 6 digits of the Social Security with X's to protect employee data. Yes. So to do that, the replace function is just pretty straightforward. It says find this text in the data and replace it with this text. Since each of the first 6 is going to be different for each Social Security number, we can just use the left function to say find the first 6 characters. So like find left of here, 6, start at character number 1 and go for 6 characters, and then replace it with this. So that replaces the first 6 characters with XXX-XX. Then we have to concatenate the rest of the Social Security using the & symbol. That's just a quick and easy way to concatenate 2 strings. And so we add this little dash in between the first 6 characters and the final 4 characters of the Social Security, which again is pretty straightforward. You just take the last 4. So that's just a right 4 characters. The higher year is the same as the birth year. Cut and dry, 4 characters. The higher month is similar to the first name, where we start from the beginning and we go until we find the common character. So in this case, or rather, this case, it's the space between the month and the day. And we -1 because we don't want to include the space. Finally, the higher day is the trickiest of the 3 because it doesn't start from the beginning or the end, so you have to use the mid function, which says within this text, you need a start number and then go for this number of characters. So it's kind of like a left, but it's not starting at 1. You tell it where to start. So in this case, you have to find where you want to start. Since each month is a different length, we go by the space in between the month and the day. We add 1 because we don't want to include the space. And then we go until we see the comma, because each day may have 1 or 2 digits in it. So we can't just say 1, we can't just say 2. So we go until we see the comma, and then we have it stop. And that is how you find the higher day. And that is the solution to the Transform Your Data Excel challenge from TechHub.training. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you again.